Welcome back to the ukulele lessons. In the last lesson, you learned 4 different ways on how to tune your ukulele. My dog has fleas. And for today's lesson, we're going to go ahead and introduce how to make chords on the ukulele. So now that it's in tune, we can play it. And we reviewed also last time that this is the neck of the ukulele. And on the neck, it's spaced by these lines, and these are called frets. And by pressing on the frets in different places, it changes the note of the string you're playing on. And that's how you make different notes. You can see, and you can practice this, if you go ahead and just press a finger on the fret of that string, and it makes different notes as you go in all the different strings. And so you can practice that, and that's how you make different notes. Now, what a chord is, what we're going to be learning today, though, is when you play all the strings at the same time, and with different positions, using your fingers, you can make different chords, and it sounds good. And so we're going to learn a couple chords today, and just the idea of how to make chords. Because that's what you need to in order to play songs, right? So first off, right off the bat, just want to let you know that the internet is a vast resource to find all the different chords. I just typed in into Google ukulele chord chart, and there's literally just thousands and thousands of different chord charts. So any of the chords that we talk about on these videos, just Google it, and there's a bazillion of them there. Okay, so in order to play chords, you are required to use your left hand, and I've made this little chart here with your hand. I'm a beautiful artist, I know. And this lovely shaped hand here shows you your thumb. Then it shows you, starting with your pointer finger, I've labeled it as 1, 2, 3, and 4 as your pinky. Now on most internet chord charts, it'll just show a dot as opposed to a number, but I'm going to go ahead and show you a number of which finger I use in order to play a chord. Granted, some people will position this slightly differently, but I think this is a good way to help you get started. So, in order to read a chord chart, you'll notice here that I've drawn this picture. Again, we've got our GCEA, good cows eat apples, and it matches with our strings right here. And you'll notice I've done these strings, or lines across for the frets as well. And in order to make a chord, or in order to read a chord chart to make one, what we do is we look at this, and we want to match on our ukulele what is shown here. So you can see here that on all of these strings, I've not written anything on it except for the A string, that bottom string there, and it's got a 2 on it. That 2 means that it's matching up with my second finger. Up here at the top, these little circles open, that just means that in the chord, you don't touch those. You're going to hit the string, but you're not going to touch anything on the frets. It's just open. So what it looks like is this. I use my second finger, I put it on that 3rd fret, and that's a C chord. Some people play like that, 3rd finger. Some people play it differently. I think that's easiest to transition with. And again, so how that works is I just count down, 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd finger. Okay? We're going to show you one more chord for today, because we're going to practice switching afterwards. The next chord, ooh, this one looks a little bit more difficult. That's a G, kind of erased off. There you go. There's our awesome G. Now at the G, you'll notice that it's not as easy as the C. There's 3 fingers that you're going to use this time as opposed to just 1. But if I was looking at this, I'd read it again and say, okay, that top string there, I'm not going to press anything on it. It's just going to be open. But then I'm going to use my 1st finger on the 2nd fret here, third finger, or yes, on the third fret, and second finger right here. So let's show you what that looks like. And you can pause the video to do the chord chart. But so again, I'm using my first finger on that second fret, third finger, oh, here it is, a third finger on the third fret here, and then my second finger on the second fret of that last string. And that is a G chord. Back to our C. And that's how you make songs, is being able to know lots of different chords and put them in different order, and it makes nice little songs. Now, what you're going to have to do is be able to become fluent enough to switch through those chords without even really thinking about it. You want to be able to play that C chord and transition straight into that G chord without having to go, okay, here's my C, hold on one second. Okay, I got it. You can't play a song like that. You have to be able to just switch seamlessly, and that's where practice is going to come in. You want to get to the point, you can close your eyes, you're not even looking. You can feel, you know exactly where your fingers are supposed to go. So even if it's, so that's what it is that you need to practice. So start off with those two chords, with a C and with a G, and just practice being able to switch seamlessly without looking. Okay? Go get it and start practicing those ukes.